So we can begin with the chakra vibrations as usual. And I think Anila is going to lead today on chakra vibration. Right, Anila, take over.
Yes, thank you, Dr. Rajan. We'll start with the chakra vibrations. First, we will focus on the perineum. The perineum is area between the genitals and the anus. So draw your focus to that area, and when you say lam, you can squeeze that area a bit. The mudra to keep is your small finger pressed to the thumb. Let's begin. Close your eyes, focus, and say lam aloud. Lam. Lam. Lam.
You can release the mudra as you continue with lam.
Lam. Lam. We can move on to the next. Now focus on the area next, just slightly above the perineum, right behind the area where you urinate. The mudra to do is your ring finger to your thumb, and to say out loud, you say vam. Close your eyes, focus, and say vam. Vam.
Vam.
Vam. Vam. Vam. Vam. Vam. We move on. Okay. We focus on the navel. Please mute yourself. We focus on the navel. Focus on the navel and say out ram. The mudra to keep is the middle finger to the thumb. The middle finger. I think I see Miss Vimala Krishnan. It's the middle finger. Yes, that's right. Not the index finger. The middle finger. Let's start. Focus on the navel. Ram. Ram.
Ram.
Ram.
Ram.
Ram. Ram. Ram.
Ram.
I think we'll do one more time. Ram.
Ram.
Now we are moving on to the heart, middle of the breast, and say yum. The mudra to be followed is the index finger pressed to the thumb. Close your eyes, focus, because we cannot contract physically, they're just mentally squeeze between the breast, and say yum. Yum.
Yum.
Yum.
Yum.
Yum. Yum.
Yum.
Yum.
Yum.
Now we move on to the throat. Focus on your throat. The mudra is a thumbs up. Focus on your throat and say hum. Hum. Hum.
Hum.
Hum.
Hum.
Hum.
Hum.
Hum. Hum. Now we move on to the area between our eyes. That is right in the middle of the head. The mudra again is a thumbs up, and to say we say sham.
Can I make a correction over there?
Yes.
Not the middle of the eyes. The point in between is between the middle of the forehead and the medulla oblongata. So when we focus on the middle, it literally comes, if you take your finger by the side of your ear, side of your eyes, where it hits your ear, the two fingers are pointing, that's where we focus, okay? So let me take it from here, you can mute yourself.
Should we, Dr. Rajan, should we call it the middle point between the temples?
That may be a good idea.
Right, the temples, right?
Yes. So that's where it is. So here we do the sound sham.
Rajanji, one question in the throat. Is it the base of the throat or it is the middle of the throat?
This is the throat.
Okay. No, when we do the mantra,
Yes, right here.
So it's right at the Adam's apple, right above the Adam's apple.
Sure. Thank you.
It is not in the neck here. It is up. Okay. So let's go on to chum. Again, a thumbs up. Take a deep breath in. Chum. Sham. 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 Release the mudra and continue. Sham. 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 Now, top of the head, we do Om. Om. Keep the mudra thumbs up. Last time. Release the mudra. Now we go on to the happy face breathing, Ujjayi Pranayama. Avni, are you ready there to take over?
So please focus, bring your awareness to your throat. For all those who know how to do it, please continue. And for the others, bringing your awareness to your throat, please close your eyes. The throat should feel normal. And now please make a big smile. Keeping your eyes closed, you will feel a slight stretch in your throat. And we are going to inhale and exhale slowly, keeping that smile on the face and keeping the eyes closed. When we inhale and exhale, there may be a slight rubbing against that stretch in the throat. And I'll demonstrate how slowly by raising my hand and bringing it down as I exhale. So let's begin. Inhale with a big smile. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Please continue.
Remember, we can correct you only if your picture comes on. If we cannot see you, we cannot correct you. So if you have the ability to bring on your camera, please do. Jagdish Kothari, you can make a bigger smile and slightly lower your chin. That slightly lower your chin, very slightly. Very good. All of you are doing very well.
Okay, so we'll now move on to our next pranayama, which is the silent mantra. We are going to just recite that mantra, Haim Im going from the mid chest upward and out from the top of your head. This is done silently, and there is no correlation to your breath. So it just goes Haim Im Haim Im Haim Im. We'll do this for a couple of minutes.
Avni, could you please spell out those mantras for the people who are joined first time?
It's already in the chat box.
Okay, thanks.
Haim Im
Let's move on to our next silent mantra, which is Haim. We are going to now bring your awareness to your lungs and mentally chant Haim, Haim, Haim. You will feel your lungs vibrate. Your focus should be on your lungs, and we are just mentally going to recite Haim, 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 Haim. We'll now go on to our neck exercises.
Yes.
Yeah,
So, Jayashri,
Now we go on to the neck exercises of the spinal alignment.
Jayashri,
as-
I have a question. I'm sorry to interrupt. When you are lifting your shoulder up, are you turning your neck or you are looking straight ahead?
no, head is straight while lifting up the shoulders. Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. As we exhale, we take one ear towards the shoulder. Inhale, come back. Exhale, go towards the other shoulder. Inhale, come back. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Continue. Now, as we exhale, we turn our head as if looking over the shoulder. Inhale, come back. Now look over the other shoulder as we exhale. And inhale, come back. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale, and continue. Now, as we come to the center, we bring our head back as we inhale. Exhale, bring the chin towards the chest. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And continue. Now, as we bring our chin down, we do the 360-degree rotation. Inhale. As you do half the circle, exhale. Complete the other half. Inhale. Half the circle. Exhale. Complete the other half and continue. Now let us go in the reverse direction. Inhale, one half. Exhale, complete the circle. Inhale and exhale. Continue. Now, let us do the alternate shoulders. Inhale, inhale as you lift up one shoulder. Exhale, rotate and bring it back. Inhale, lift up the other shoulder. Exhale, rotate and bring it back. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Continue. Now,
From here on, Jayashree, I will take over. Okay, mute yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, so please raise your hands up. Inhale, stretch it up, making it perpendicular to the forearm, and separate out your fingers, stretching it out as much as possible. Exhale, thumb in, and make a downward facing fist. So let's go. One, inhale, and exhale. Continue.
Yashwant Balsare. You need to make the wrist perpendicular.
Is it okay now?
Yeah, you got that right.
Now we will rotate around the wrist. Inhale and exhale. Make sure you rotate in sync with slow inhalation and slow exhalation. Now let's go in opposite directions. Inhale and exhale.
Jayanti Patelji, only the wrist.
Okay, elbows in line with the shoulders. Open out the palms and move around the wrist. Inhale and exhale. Inhale up and exhale down. Now let's go backward. Inhale and exhale. Excellent. Now we interlock the hands and bring it behind the head. Keep the elbows in a perfect line, 180 degrees, and keep the head up straight. Don't let it bend. As you exhale, turn to one side. Inhale, come back. Exhale, the other side. Inhale, come back. Continue.
Dr. Rajan, this is Anila here. I have a question.
Yes?
Behind the head is, are we holding the hand like this or like this?
Very interesting. You can do it the way that is convenient for you. For those who have finger and joint related issues, the good idea is to keep the hand like this behind. See? Like this. Whereas for people who don't have that, they can keep it this way, head touching this way. For people who have joint related issues, they can keep it this way.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Now let's go on to both shoulders together. Inhale, lift up both shoulders. Exhale, rotate it back and bring it down. Okay. Now we will do the sideway twisting. You have the choice. You can either, like we did yesterday, we can swing that way, or you can cross your hand over your knee and take the other hand behind as you exhale and turn. Inhale, come back, exhale, go the other way. Okay. Now let's cross one leg over the other, and you hold the knee, and as you exhale, you pull the knee towards you and in the opposite direction, and you turn the head to the same direction as the knee you're holding. Inhale, release. Exhale, pull and turn. Okay, now let's cross the other leg. As you pull, turn. Those of you who are sitting on chairs with wheels, it may not be a good idea. Apparently it will move a little bit when we do these things. It's always good to be on a chair that is firm and without arms. But then anybody who is disabled and is likely to fall off, arms are a good idea. Okay. Now we'll end the spinal alignment today here. And Anila, would you like to begin the Bhastrika Pranayam 2 rounds? Okay.
For people who cannot do the hand movement, we'll start with the hands on the stomach. You inhale, take a deep breath, fill your belly, expand your chest, and then exhale. For the hand movement, hold your hand up with a loose fist. When you inhale, fill your belly, expand your chest, and open your arms upwards. Inhale. And when you exhale, you let everything go, arms come down and the fist closed. Let's do 20 times. Inhale. Exhale. 1. Inhale. Exhale. 2. Inhale. Exhale. 3. Inhale. Exhale. 4. Inhale. Exhale. 5. Inhale. Exhale. 6. Inhale. Exhale. 7. Inhale. Exhale. 8. Inhale. Exhale. 9. Inhale. exhale, 10. Inhale, exhale, 11. Inhale, exhale, 12. Inhale, exhale, 13. Inhale, exhale, 14. Inhale, exhale, 15. Inhale, exhale, 16. Inhale, exhale, 17. Inhale, exhale, 18. Inhale, exhale, 19. Inhale, exhale, 20. Now close your eyes and observe any sensations that you have and let them settle down. We'll do the second round now. Inhale, exhale, 1. Inhale, exhale, 2. Inhale, exhale, 3. Inhale, exhale, 4. Inhale, exhale, 5. Inhale, exhale, 6. Inhale, exhale, 7. Inhale, exhale, 8. Inhale, exhale, 9. Inhale, exhale, 10. Inhale, exhale, 11. Inhale, exhale, 12. Inhale, exhale, 13. Inhale, exhale, 14. Inhale, exhale, 15. Inhale, exhale, 16. Inhale, exhale, 17. Inhale, exhale, 18. Inhale, exhale, 19. Inhale, exhale, 20. Again, close your eyes, observe your sensation.
When all the sensations subside, mentally let go and tell yourself, I give up all ideas and concepts and care about nothing. Mentally feel like your eyes are looking up towards the head, even though your eyes are closed. If you have a personal mantra, continue with your personal mantra while Om is in the background. If you don't have a personal mantra, just watch your breath. It is 6:30, and those of you who are not in a hurry, you can keep your eyes closed and just observe. Whenever you're ready, mentally tell yourself, may I be guided to fulfill the purpose for which I am born. And with that as the thought, gently lift up your hands and bring it 6 inches in front of your eyes and look straight into the palm of your hands when you open your eyes. So tomorrow is the last day. This group of people, Jayashri, Avni, Jayashri, and Anila lead the sessions the way they are doing. But Anila, the chakra vibration, I will take care of it. So I will take care of it tomorrow. The weekend, I will lead the session. And from next week on, we'll do some more rotation so that, we can have other people can get chances to do different things, right? Okay. So is there anybody who wants to introduce themselves? Anybody new?
Hi, Dr. Rajan.
Yes, hi.
Uh,
Namaste.
Namaste. Actually, I live in New York,
Mhm.
and Dr. Gulati actually recommended me to for this class last week. So I have been following you for 1 week. So I finally decided to register for it today. Thank
Very
you
well.
for the class. Thank you.
Are you involved in any yoga programs over there in New York?
No. I started yoga with this class last week. I never did yoga before.
I see. Wonderful. Welcome.
Thank you.
Hello, Dr. Rajan.
Yes.
I am Vimla Krishnan.
Yes.
And this is my first day today.
Wonderful. Welcome.
I live in India, but I am on a visit to my daughter's place here in US. Right now, I am in Baltimore.
Oh, wonderful. Welcome.
I like the session very much, and I would like to continue daily.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
I am Sandhya Crossley.
Yes. Namaste. Actually, I'm going to request, other than Sandhya Crossley, please, others can mute yourself. Kamini Pahuja, if you can mute yourself. Yes, Sandhya Crossley, please speak up.
Just wanted to say namaste.
And where are you from?
I'm in Sugarland, Texas.
Wonderful, wonderful. Welcome. So Kamini Pahuja, you can, Sandhya ji, if you can mute yourself. Kamini Pahuja, please speak up.
Namaste, Dr. Rajan. Your reference came from Dr. Mahajan.
Namaste ji.
Namaste. And I'm a yoga teacher myself, so I only have 2 evenings, so I'll be joining you Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Thank you. And you're from Houston too?
I am in Richmond, Virginia.
Oh, wonderful. Not too far from where we are.
Yes, yes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Hello? Govardhan, okay. Govardhan, please mute yourself. Dinesha wants to say something. Okay. So, Govardhan, if you want to say something, please unmute yourself and speak up. Okay, Brahmaji, you want to say something?
Yeah, this is Brahm Agarwal and Krishna Agarwal from Orlando, Florida. Just want to say you are doing a great job, fantastic job.
Brahmaji and I go back many years. Brahmaji is based in Orlando, and he has been a supporter for many, many projects, non-profit, projects all over the world. Thank you, Brahmaji.
Thank you.
Thank you, Aapka.
If you could mute yourself, please, Brahmaji.
Oh.
So that way, and Govardhan, you want to speak up? No. Okay. Govardhan wants to speak up. You're unmuted. Anybody else wants to make any comments, observations?
Hello, hello, Dr. Rajan, Mr. Dhiren Sai here.
Yes.
Yeah, I want to just check up from tomorrow. You're starting the new session, so I can join, right?
Actually, this session continues. Every day is a new session. Okay.
Okay.
So the idea is what it is because we have been doing this for 2 months.
Yeah.
People have become comfortable with the exercises. We have a certain level of sequence and some level of variations. On weekends, we do more variations because we have the time.
Okay.
On weekdays, we are pretty much keeping it as standard. And so since people have become experts and we want our people to be able to spread this and share with more people, we want to give an opportunity for people to lead. So that is why this week we had Avni, Jayashri, and Anila leading. And so we'll give other people also chances, and they can also rotate their roles. So that way, if Anla wants, next week she can do the spinal alignment, and Avni can do the Basika Pranayam, whatever. So this way, you can have other this thing too. So this is the idea, where we get other people also trained and comfortable leading along, right?
Yeah, thank you for that, because I was not able to join all the sessions, so I will try to join as much as possible, but just want to know that. And I provided you a link to so many of my good friends who are really interested in yoga, so they said that they did even they want to also join your session.
Certainly. And weekend is a long session. We do the full practice for an hour and a half. And there I will lead, because then we have more opportunities for variations rather than the same standard exercise. We can do more stuff then.
Thank you, doctor. Thank you, doctor.
Okay. Namaste ji.
No.
Okay. Is it, if there
I
are
want something.
Kamlesh
Is
ji?
that- yeah. Actually, really, I want to celebrate today. Since 10 years, I was on sleeping pill. Every night, I needed a pill to sleep. And I talked Dr. Rajan, and he said that this thing is not good for your health. And it touched my heart. And today on, there are 2 weeks already. I don't take pill. I'm feeling so good. And I want to celebrate 10 years of medicine.
Good. Thank you. Wonderful.
We need-
Okay.
We need to have something like this from everybody. This is wonderful news, because sleeping pill are killing people. Opiates are killing people. So let's yoga resolve our issues with brain and sleep. Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm happy for that, it touched my heart, and I start thinking about it. And today is the 2 weeks already, and I want to celebrate. And thank you, Dr. Rajan. Really, thank you.
Thank you, Ji, for your participation.
No,
This is
thank
all
you.
the blessings of the Lord. Okay. So now, Smita Ji, you want to say something?
Yeah, I just want to congratulate her for not taking any sleeping pills. You know, as a psychiatrist, I try to teach and educate some of my patients not to take the sleep aids. But sometimes some people have tough times. So Kamlesh ji, I'm so proud of you that you're able to sleep without any pills. And I hope more and more of my patients can tell me that. And this is great. I think Rajan ji has a great way of teaching. And I also wanted to ask him, I joined about 10 days ago, and I think you had done Haim, Jaim, it's 8. I would really appreciate if you can repeat that now. I want to see the vibration.
Okay. I will, you mean the 7 mantras from the feet up to the back of the head?
Right. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I'll do that now for you. But the thing is, this is something we'll do on weekend extensively as part of the practice.
Okay, great. I'll try to join that.
Yes. So what we do is, for people, you see, I'm going to share something generic, and I have to be very careful. We are testing this. Okay. So when we come from a scientific perspective, when we see something appears to be working, we cannot claim it unless we see it consistently in a large number of people. Okay. So what we are doing is, we have a hypothesis that mantra is something that is something has ability to regenerate tissues that are worn out. Okay. Now, the first experience we had of this was when one of our practitioners had this mitral valve regurgitation, and he was diagnosed as the frame of the mitral valve, that is called the annulus of the mitral valve, was warped because of scar tissues in the heart, okay, because of 2 previous heart attacks. So think of it, the mitral valve is the valve between the left atrium and the left ventricle of the heart. It's a 2-flap valve that goes like this. If you think of a 2-flap valve and there is a frame like two doors that are opening for the doorway. The frame that is there is called the annulus. Now, if the door frame warps a little bit, the doors don't close properly. They are not closing like this. They're trying to go like this, right? So there is a lot of gap in between. So the cardiologist whom we work with, he told our friend, you know what? Yoga can do many things, but this is something which is physical structural issue. And this cannot be corrected by any yoga. So I told this person very quietly, listen, the cardiologist booked an appointment with the cardiac surgeon to evaluate this patient for doing surgery. And he said, we will do this as a minimally invasive surgery, where from outside the heart, we will clamp the heart to change the frame, to change the warp frame to put it back into shape. So the appointment was 7 weeks later. So I worked with this gentleman and I told him, don't tell anyone, just do this mantra for 7 weeks and let's see what happens. And after 7 weeks, he goes there for MRI. The warped the annulus has now regained its shape, and the regurgitation that was happening, 40% of the blood had been going backward. When they went and checked after 7 weeks, they found only 7% of the blood was flowing backward. And so the cardiac surgeon told him, that is within the normal range. For some amount of leakage happens for everyone. You are not in any of this thing, go home. So the thing is, basically, when this was our first case where we found structural elements can be taken care through this. So that is when we have gone on to test various things. And we are beginning to find that more and more things can be changed. Now, what happened is, for instance, when we use the mantra Haim Im Am, we find that the respiratory channels open up. The other thing which we have found is, when we are able to do this Haim mantra, circulation is improving. And for people who have dryness in the feet and things like that are beginning to disappear. So like that, for the spine and for joint-related issues where there is wearing, we are testing this protocol, where what we do is, right from the bottom of the feet, each joint-wise we come up and we use the mantra, Aim Shim Jim Jaim Haim Aim Om. Aim Shim Jim Jaim Haim Aim Om, with the visualization of each point. And this, actually with one person we have found, it has had tremendous effect in balancing and taking care of the spine. Now what happens is, anytime we do tests, we realize it may not work for everyone. But if we work with 10 people, unless we see that there are about 6 people for whom we are seeing the results, we are not in a period of, not there to claim that it is working, okay? So if more people who have spine-related issue work with that, we can do that. And over the weekend, I will spend time doing this so we can all work with it, okay? So now let's go on to the Yoga Sutras. Srijit, you want to put it up?
I'm sharing.
Yeah. Okay, so we are now at sutra number, we completed till sutra number 24. Yes, but I'm going to backtrack a little bit so that what we go on from here will be relevant to where we started from. You can establish the link. We have already done in the chapter 1, the overview, and I explained even in my review yesterday, the 3 parts of the first chapter. The first segment talking about being a pure observer that leads you to the higher state of awareness and getting supreme wisdom, knowing everything. The second part talks about the nature of God. And the third part talks about for common people whose body-mind situation is out of balance and in ill health, they have to begin first with moderation, and from there to one-pointed focus, and that one-pointed focus leads them to become a pure observer, and that carries them to the samadhi state. And the initial state where you use one meditative, one point of focus to get into samadhi, and after that, that regular practice of that builds a new program within you. And once that new program is with you all the time, whether you think or not, and whether you do it actively or not, you get into the state of being in samadhi all the time. And when you're in the samadhi state, intuitive awareness builds. Now, in the second chapter, we are talking about what is the source of the activation or chitta vritti that was spoken about in chapter 1. What is the source of that activation? The source of the activation is the embedded programs within you. And the embedded programs within you are of 5 kinds, as Patanjali Muni points out in chapter 2. And the same 5 kinds are, 2 aspects of them relates to the sense of ego. One side of me as the observer or experiencer, the other side as me as the doer. And then the other 2 are the nature of the mind, attractions, one aspect of the mind, aversions, the other aspect of the mind. And then the 5th aspect is being not having awareness of what is the nature of existence. And that is what makes you react to everything. When you react, you create new karmas. Whereas on the other hand, the original programs that stay with you are called kleshas. So the kleshas and karmas are the body of programs that are working within you. And let's continue further. When a person realizes that it is reactivity that is creating more programs for me, which perpetuates new lifetimes, that is when, Srijit, there is no need to do this scrolling. Go straight to the new segment. So keep it only over there, even when I'm talking about the back elements. So what is happening is the reactivity is the one that is causing the problem of creating new karmas and perpetuating a lifetime. And when the realization comes, it is the lack of awareness of what existence is about, which is avidya. That is the cause of that. And once you realize that, and you are no longer in the reactive mode, you reach the state of kaivalyam. And the state of kaivalyam means, keval means, as you know, that alone, right? So kaivalyam is the state of you being one alone. And in that state, there are different elements to it. The state, one element of it is you feel one with the cosmos and you alone, nothing else. And the other aspect of it is you feel complete within yourself, so that no matter what happens from outside, it doesn't affect you. So that is the nature of kaivalyam. So that is sutra number 25. Tad abhavat. What is the abhavat? That is, the avidya is no longer there. Sanyoga abhavo hanam tad drishe kaivalyam. So what happens is, you're opposing whatever hits you, you're unaffected by it. When you're unaffected by anything that affects you, that hits you, that is the state of being kaivalyam. Kaivalyam is also a word from the Vedantic perspective used to describe liberation. You become a liberated person. Okay? So now, sutra number 26. Viveka khyatihi aviplava hana upaya. So how is it you become non-reactive? Non-reactive, aviplava means not to react. Viplava means to react. Aviplava means not to react. Okay? And so how do you become non-reactive? As a result of viveka is discrimination. It is because of viveka khyatihi, you become non-reactive. And that becomes the upaya, or the solution in order to attain kaivalyam, which is the high state of yoga. Now, how does that happen? Now, Patanjali Muni from Sutra number 27 is going to give you a step-by-step process of how it happens. He says, tasya, that tasya means of that. In other words, this going towards Kaivalyam, not becoming affected by anything, non-reactive. Tasya refers to that. Saptada Pranta Bhumi Prajna. Saptadha means sevenfold. Pranta means anything that has a border. And Pranta Bhumi, you know, many of you have heard the word Pranta means province, right? Or states. All of this you use. But Pranta Bhumi means any demarcated segment of any subject matter. Okay, demarcated segment. So with a border, prajna. So prajna means intuitive awareness. The intuitive awareness comes after you cross 7 borders or the 7 prantas. Okay, so that's what the meaning of Sutra number 27 is. And what are the 7 borders? How does it relate to? It relates to 8-fold aspects of yoga. And the 8-fold aspects of yoga are explained in Sutra number 28. So he's saying yoga anga anushtat. Actually, it's in Sutra number 9 that he tells you the 8, but he tells you when there are 8 segments, there are 7 borders to cross. So that is what he is telling you there in Sutra number 27. So Sutra number 28, yoga anga anushtanat. Yoga anga means parts. So yoga anga anushtanat means the practice of ashuddhi chaye. Ashuddhi is impurity. Chaye means to decrease or to melt away. Jnana dipti, that is, from that comes jnana is the wisdom. Dipti is enlightening. Aviveka khyate. So from that comes discrimination. So again, to read the whole thing together, from the different parts of yoga that are practiced regularly, from there the impurity in you dissolves, and from there comes the enlightenment of knowledge, and as a result of which you become discriminating, and that is why you become non-reactive, and that is why you are able to attain the Kaivalyam stage. So Sutra number 29 tells you Yama Niyama Asana Pranayama Pratyahara Dharana Dhyana Samadhaya Ashtau Angani. Ashtau Angani means the 8 parts of Ashta means 8, Anga means parts. So the 8 parts of yoga are Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, and Samadhi. In Sanskrit, when it's written Samadhayaha, with all of them together, it is saying the 8 elements, 8 parts of yoga, the plural is indicated by Samadhayaha. That case ending is for all the 8 of them. Okay, so that is why it comes as Samadhayaha, Ashtau Angani. So many of you have heard this Ashtanga Yoga. This is the famous line, Sutra number 29. And so now he is going to define what each of these are. But what I'm going to do is in Sutra number 29 over here, I'm going to give you a summary of it today. And then from Sutra number 30 on, we can proceed tomorrow. The summary of it is, Yama means the sum substance is a person who is a discriminating person. Idea of discriminating person means when you have discrimination, you have restraint. You are not like a wild horse. You show restraint. So discriminating, thinking person is the nature of Yama. Niyama means regularity. And when you have regular practice, that is when yoga can flourish. If you are not regular, then you will not be able to experience it. And you have already seen from here, whether it is Kamleshi who gave you the testimony, and so many other people who have said before how their blood pressure has gone down and become normal. The regularity is what builds it and makes it happen. All of that you saw in the physical domain, but that is going to transcend you into the spiritual domain as time goes by. So that is the niyama aspect. The asana refers to the posture. And the real posture, when we are talking about yoga asana, is having the spine being erect and straight and the body being aligned so that the electromagnetic communication that are flowing through can flow through in complete balance. So that is the aspect of asana. We understand that popularly asana has come to mean the Hatha Yoga postures, but the yogic concept of asana relates to alignment rather than a posture. Next is pranayama. Pranayama refers to the vitality control. And that is where we are doing the Ujjayi pranayama, the Anulom Vilom pranayama, the Bhastrika pranayama. And actually, with pranayama also correlates with the Kriya Yoga aspect, where you're burning off the impurities through, your programs can work through you only so long as you're breathing. If you stop breathing, the programs cannot work out. So the pranayama has a special role. We'll discuss further. Pratyahara, prati ahara. Actually, the concept of anything, ahara, the food that you take, is vibrations. Now, pratyahara is what comes in front of you as ahara, means anything that hits you is vibration. So pratyahara is the zone of vibration where you begin to feel the vibration inside you. Dharana is the state of one-pointed focus of the mind. And in the case of pratyahara, many of the people here who are sitting in our yoga state, like, the other day, Anila was saying, she can actually sense how the vibrations are settling for people when she is focusing on the whole group as a whole. After you do the Bhastrika pranayama, how the vibrations settle. Now, the next one after that is dharana, of course, one-pointed focus. And this is something we have spoken about. And that leads to dhyana. Dhyana literally means what goes beyond the dhi or intellect. In other words, the mind, the thinking mind stops. That is the state of dhyana. And then from there comes samadhi, the state where you connect with the cosmic intelligence. And that's where out of samadhi comes prajna, or intuitive knowledge. So these are the 8 aspects of yoga. And with that, I will stop here. We have come to the end of our time. It is 1 minute to 7. And if anybody has a quick comment or question, we can take one question or a comment.
Rajanji, one time the Ishvara was defined as the Vishesh Purusha.
Yes.
So in that one, is it a concept of the Brahman's roop as the embodied one, or and the other thing is this Purusha or Istri, or it has to do with something with the Linga? And
okay, I will explain. Actually, this is subtly relates to the concept of Purusha. Purusha means the unchanging one. And, Prakriti is the changing one. Okay. So when you understand the word Purusha, think of it this way. The energetics of a male, we also use the word Purusha to mean male, right?
Yes.
Now, in the cosmic sense, Purusha means the unchanging one. That's all it means. Okay. But in the physical world, we also use the word Purusha to mean the male, because relative to the male, the female is a changing one. Now, what is the meaning of changing? Now, if you think in terms of a Purusha, if a male stays in a normal way of behavior, the energetics of the body and mind don't vary, they don't fluctuate, except when you decide to, go and be emotionally distraught, when it can fluctuate. If you have a normal routine, it doesn't fluctuate. But for a woman who is in childbearing ages, the energy level and the dynamics of the energy flow changes because the body is built that way. During the time of ovulation, the energy is going in one way. during the time of the menstruation, the energy is going in a different way. So this is the concept of male and female that is, defined, and the word Purusha is used to indicate the male. But in a cosmic sense, it means the unchanging one. Okay? So when we think in terms of the unchanging one is the unmanifest, whereas the Prakriti is the manifest. So when we think in terms of Ishvara as the Purusha, you have to think of it as the unmanifest, unchanging one who is outside the cycle of karma.
Is that the Nirguna Ishwar? Is that the right?
That is right. It is the concept of Nirguna Ishwar.
Nirguna and
Very
Nirakar.
good explanation.
Yes, Nirguna Nirakar.
Very good explanation.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
It was very good.
So, Linda, you can introduce yourself tomorrow. Thank you.
Yeah, Rajanji, appreciate it so much. Your concepts are so clear, and you summarize the things I have not seen anybody summarize that way.
I concur. Everybody concur with you. Thank you.
Namaste.
Thank you.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Good night, everybody.